Good day, everyone. Welcome to English Conversations for Young Innovators with Merivit Education Center. This series is for Platoon 5. My name is Master Dave, and our topic for today is about writing a story. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to practice your reading and speaking skills, practice your creativity, and retell a story. Before we proceed to our lesson, let's find out what story means. Are you ready? Very good. When we say story, it is a description of events that actually happened or that are invented. It is a noun. Example, my daughter won't go to bed without hearing a bedtime story. Now let us think of these two questions. What is your favorite story? Any story you have read, learned, or watched. And number two, what lessons did you learn from the story? Meaning the message that you understand from it about how you should or should not behave. You can answer these questions like this. For example, my favorite story is Snow White because it taught me that there is goodness in each and every one of us, and real beauty comes from within. Now let's try and think for answers to the two questions. I will be giving you 10 seconds to think. Good job! Your answers are all correct. Let's open our books on page 88 of the student's book. Let us read the instructions in activity 4 of the page. Let us read together. Read about 50-word stories and think about the questions. Can you write a story using exactly 50 words? Look at this example. It tells the story of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. There's only one problem. It has 5 words too many. Can you make it exactly 50 words long? What we will be doing is called a summary. A summary is a short, clear description that gives the main facts or ideas about something. Now we will be practicing our reading and speaking skills. Let's read and learn a story entitled Romeo and Juliet. Are you ready? Let's begin. Romeo and Juliet fall in love. Their families are great enemies, so they decide to get married in secret. Before this, Juliet pretends to die to avoid marrying a man she doesn't like very much. Romeo thinks she is dead, and so he kills himself. Juliet wakes up, sees Romeo's dead body, and kills herself. Very good. You read very well. Now let's discuss the story of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Think and try to answer the following questions. Who are the two main characters in the story? Answer. The two main characters in the story are Romeo and Juliet. Why can't they be together? Answer. Their families are great enemies. Why did Juliet pretend to die? To avoid marrying a man she doesn't like very much. How did Romeo react to Juliet's death? Answer. He kills himself. Lastly, how did Juliet react to Romeo's death? Answer. She also kills herself. Good job. If you look at the story again, it is exactly 55 words. Can you make it exactly 50 words by removing 5 words? Look, read, and decide which 5 words you could cut. You could remove. Great. Second word, in. Third word, secret. Fourth word, very. Lastly, can you guess the fifth word? Much. Did we have the same answers? Very good. Now let us read the story again. Romeo and Juliet fall in love. Their families are enemies, so they decide to get married. Before this, Juliet pretends to die to avoid marrying a man she doesn't like. Romeo thinks she is dead, and so he kills himself. Juliet wakes up, sees Romeo's dead body, and kills herself. Very good, boys and girls. To summarize our lesson, here are the things that you need to remember. A story is a description of events that actually happened or that are invented. An example of a story is Romeo and Juliet. It is a tragic love story where the two main characters, Romeo and Juliet, are supposed to be sworn enemies, but fall in love. Due to their family's ongoing conflict, they cannot be together. So they kill themselves because they cannot cope with being separated from one another. A summary is a short, clear description that gives the main facts or ideas about something. That is all about writing a story. I hope you learned something in our lesson. For your assignment, answer page 88, activity number 5 of the student's book. Think of a story you know well and write it in 50 words. You can refer at activity 4 of the page as an example. Write your story in an A4 bond paper. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.